U.S. presidential candidate Michael Bloomberg has said that his campaign, unknowingly, used prison workers to call voters on his behalf. The billionaire Democrat said he had cut ties with a vendor which operates 2 call centers in state jails. Mr. Bloomberg said he learned about the company's use of prison labor only after receiving a call from a reporter. He entered the election race in November with one of the largest ever political ad buys. His campaign's use of prison labor was first reported by news site The Intercept, and confirmed by Mr. Bloomberg in a statement on Tuesday. "We do not support this practice and we are making sure our vendors more properly vet their subcontractors moving forward," said the former New York mayor. "We didn't know." According to The Intercept, Mr. Bloomberg, using a third-party vendor, hired call center company Procom to make phone calls for his campaign. How Bloomberg could shake up 2020 race. The key issues for 2020 Democrats. The firm operates 2 centers in Oklahoma state prisons. An unidentified source told The Intercept that incarcerated people were contracted to make calls from at least one of these prisons, a minimum security women's prison with a capacity of over 900 inmates. Matt Elliott, a spokesman for the Oklahoma Department of Corrections, told CBS News that inmates could earn $1.45, £1.12 an hour working for call centers. "We believe this type of work helps prepare inmates for release," he said. In a tweet, Stu Lozer, Mr. Bloomberg's longtime spokesman, said the campaign didn't know that a vendor of a vendor of a vendor used prison labor. Skip Twitter post by Lozer reiterating what we at Mike 2020 said. "We didn't know about it and we never would have allowed it. We don't believe in this practice and we immediately stopped working with Procom and the people who hired them." Stu Lozer, @StuLozer, December 24, 2019. End of Twitter post by @StuLozer. Before setting up a mass media empire, Mr. Bloomberg made his billions from data terminals widely used in the financial industry. His net worth is $52 billion, £40 billion, according to Forbes, 17 times higher than Donald Trump. Since joining the presidential race, he has spent $59 million, £45 million, on advertising, and recent polls show he has support from 5% of Democratic voters. Former Vice President Joe Biden, Senator Bernie Sanders and Senator Elizabeth Warren are currently leading the race for the party's nomination. While America's Constitution outlaws slavery, the 13th Amendment allows prisoners to be forced into labor for their crimes. Some labor is voluntary, while some is involuntary, and non-compliance can be punished. In the past, many private firms have used so-called prison insourcing as an alternative to cheap labor in foreign countries. Inmates have been used for a variety of tasks like packaging Starbucks coffee and manufacturing lingerie. Prisoners were also paid $1 a day to battle wildfires in California last year. Supporters argue that the practice boosts local economies and helps to lower reconvictions by providing inmates with skills and income. But critics argue that prison labor is exploitative and prioritizes private sector profits over the rehabilitation of inmates. In 2018, incarcerated men and women took part in peaceful prison strikes across 17 U.S. states to draw attention to jail conditions. As part of their demands, organizers called for an end to prison slavery by paying inmates proper wages. Suspected strike leaders were later punished with solitary confinement and the removal of their communication privileges. Who will take on Trump in 2020? Mr. Bloomberg is one of 15 Democrats vying for a chance to take on President Donald Trump. Find out who else is running and who might join them. Let's block ads. Why?